Colin, any kind words you'd like to say to the chat?
Uh, Chat's gonna have to take a back seat on this one because I'm gonna give a little insight to people that might not know. The very first time I ever reached out or tried to speak to Vel, I DM'd him after I watched an episode of On the Flank because I horribly disagreed with something he did or said, and it was it
I
was
remember what it
it
was.
it was without a doubt one of those moments where you didn't think anything would come out of it, and then all of a sudden, here I am, year and a half later, and I'm getting to sit across from him and talk gears and disagree with him all I want on camera instead of having to wait and DM him and be angry and not know how to, not know how to deal with the fact that I was so mad at this man saying such a ridiculous thing in front of me. Other than I had to DM him and tell him how wrong he was, how I would go to my grave, I would have the courage of my convictions.
Give it to me straight.
Uh, but New Orleans came, and I was embraced by some of the guys in the room with me. Cleaner trooper embraced me. Velly kind of laughed at how genuine I was, how just I was out there just trying to be like, "Hey guys, I'm just here. I just really enjoy all your company. I don't know." Velly kind of laughed at it, and Blaze, wrapped me up in a big hug and always welcomed me into the green room, and it was always a great thing. And then Velly and I on the desk kind of had this, back and forth when we wanted to. We could chop it up. We could really kind of give it to each other. We could rib one another, and we never got offended by it. We could always give each other shit, and it was special. And I didn't know how special it was until we got to San Diego, and a moment that will live on in the rest of my life. I will never ever forget it. It'll be something that I might even put on my headstone, which is brother from another mother. Because the moment I said that, and everybody kind of laughed at it, and
Yeah.
they couldn't believe I said it, and Velly smiled, so I knew that the connection that we had started to build, the friendship we started to build, was something real, it was something special, and we continued well on the flank week in and week out, and then we started to DM outside of just talking about on the flank, talking about gears. We started to talk on the weekly. He was the first person I told about, my in the gear scene that my wife was expecting our first child, and I always talk to Vel about personal stuff going on with me, and I like to check in with him, make sure he's doing good. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat of Gears, of any scene that Velly will ever be a part of, I want to leave you with this, and I'm not going to say anything else after I finish this for the rest of the show, and you can take it how you want to. You can take it with a grain of salt because I'm sitting next to him. If in life you ever want to meet a more genuine, real, honest, nice, personable human being, you are going to fail because he is sitting next to me. If you ever want to find somebody better for your own life, to make you better as a person, to be able to lift you up, to be able to make you somebody that you never expected to be, it's Velly. If you get a chance to reach out of him, if you get a chance to make sure that he's doing all right, if all you do is tweet at him and say, "Hey, I hope you're having a good day," do it. Because he deserves all the great things that this world can offer more than just about anybody else I know that's living and breathing. There is nobody that has ever had a bigger impact on me except maybe outside of my parents and my wife and my kid. Velly came into my life. He became such a close, quick friend that I can't thank him for everything he's given me. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the absolutely irreplaceable. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Velly.
Colin, first off, you know I fucking love you, right? Like I kiss you if you was here right now. But also at the same time, yo, guys, so when Colin and I, when he DM'd me, just to shed some light, and this is why we're such good friends now. Colin came at me just straight up because I said basically something about I didn't like Gears 3 and bashed the game. But then I drove a car that was breaking down 12 hours to support Hype Fest just because I love the scene. He was like, Velly, I don't agree with what you said, man. And Colin, this dude wrote a book. He wrote a book in my DMs, and I don't read that stuff. I read it. And it was, then we realized that we both, even though we didn't agree, we both came from the same place, and it was just passion. It was passion and love, man. And ever since I first met Colin, like on the real, when you came out the elevator and you was all you was so polite. Hey, Velly, how's it going? Hey, hey. I'm like, dude, loosen up. You're in Gears of War. It was ever since that moment, man. You've been such a great friend. Like honestly, you couldn't ask for anybody better in life to be around. And I love you to death. I love your family, man. And whatever you decide to do, just know I'm always going to be there supporting you. I'm always going to be in the streams. Hell, my black ass might show up as a guest. So I mean, you just might have to throw me in between you and Ashes, and we'd be a Oreo,
I might teach some people.
You might. I might have to get on and start yelling and that. But no, what you said, Colin, like dead ass. Like I had to hold it back. I was about to cry like a little bitch in front of everybody. So I couldn't do that in front of the Gears fam because we all know they kind of gangster, and I couldn't show my side of weakness, Colin. I couldn't let them know. But I really do appreciate working with you, man. And we'll link up again in the future. Just right now, I have a lot on my plate, and I thank you for answering my call and doing this with me, man. Like you're honestly like the best friend anybody could have, and I thank you.